Are you ready? Doesn't seem to be. No dunes. This is White Coney coming to you live from Ugalef Range. No dunes this time. Well, maybe dunes later. And we're gonna drop down in another 3 minutes, and Coney will take another 50k hit if we don't hit 100 people. Right now we're sitting at 95 people online. I know this is kind of a last-minute stream, last-minute event. I just got some new stuff into place and kind of want to stress test it and see how it handles it. Actually, that reminds me, I want to bring up the core, see what the current load is. Currently we're utilizing 0.6% of the CPU in zone 5. 94 people. We lost one, it looks like. Let's see, 1 minute and then another 50k hit for White Coney. Oh wait, White Coney's white. He's anybody's game now. Let's see who gets it. Chase and friends, it looks like. They got a 37% White Coney. Congratulations to those guys. Let's see if they wipe. Yeah, they're... I think that's a beginner link shell. I'm not sure. I don't really pay attention to who's in what link shells these days. Oh, we jumped up. Yeah, so unfortunately there was a couple stability issues earlier. We got hit with another distributed denial of service attack, which is really unfortunate. You know, it's really frustrating when these things happen. I have framework into place that will mitigate it, so all traffic will flow through a special denial of service absorbing VPN, and that will take everything and mitigate it, and then only the proper traffic will pass through it. Don't warp yet. There's still might wipe. Who knows? So hard. Coney's gets harder as he progresses and lowers in hit points. So unfortunately, we have the denial of service attacks, and I currently just put in the GRE tunnel earlier today. I took advantage of some downtime and managed to get a couple new servers in place, get the permissions set, and we actually migrated the Titan cluster to the new servers. So now they have a whole bunch more memory, a whole bunch more CPU, much more powerful CPUs, more modern, higher throughput and networking capabilities. We're at 22 gigs a second for a network. There's two 8-core E5s and 256 gigs of RAM across all 4 nodes. So it's another node server. It's a C6220 node server upgraded over the Dell C6100. So it's basically the next generation. So it's a bit newer hardware. Newer hardware, better specs, faster. Hopefully, reduce the lag that we saw when a lot of people gathered in one area. So, that's good news. Yeah, it's 103 people in zone right now, and I just there's a lot of activity going on. I just cured myself, and it went off right away. So seems like we might have gotten those lag issues under control. For this cluster. Hopefully tomorrow, if everything works out, I'll be migrating the rest of the machines to the new clusters and servers, and the rest of the clusters to the new servers. There'll be a bit of downtime, unfortunately. We're going from Windows Server 2012 to Windows Server 2019. It's a big jump, so there's really not an upgrade path for that directly. I would have to go through 2016 first, and it's just kind of a pain. So basically it'll be 2-3 minutes downtime to migrate all the for each cluster. I have to shut it down and then move the cluster over to the new infrastructure and then bring it back up. So that's going on. I still can't access the website right now. Went through a few things, but I'm trying to get that back up. It should be up, but I'm not sure what's going on with it. There's a whole lot of networking and pass-through stuff. Nice. Somebody's pushing their marinara pizzas. Go play 'em. There's going to be many BCNMs. I'm currently working on more BCNMs, as well as the first tier ENMs or CNMs or whatever the things that lead up to absolute virtue. Yeah. No. The other guy, the oh god, I forgot. Anyway, the 4 tiers. There's a whole big thing. Basically, it'll take you forever and a day to get all the stuff. So basically, that's a whole lot more content that's coming out, and yeah, Pandemonium Warden. Yeah, that guy and all of his previous 4 tiers. So basically, it's going to be a structured thing. You'll buy a single pop item, and then you'll have to do, get a single pop item for all 3 paths, for about 100k, and then they'll have a chance of dropping the next tier pop item. It won't be 100%, so you may get lucky, you may not. You might have to, go tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and then lose and have to start back at tier 1. So that's going to be an interesting method. But hopefully people will like it. It'll give you something to do, something new. It's been in the works for a little while now. This summer was really busy with a lot of stuff. There was a lot of personal stuff going on, but there was another crackdown in RMT, which is trying to keep things balanced and people playing fair. Occasionally there's angry nerds that take it a bit too personally and a bit too far, and that's kind of unavoidable. But we do our best to mitigate it and keep it clean, keep it fair, and keep the server stable. Yes, when each tier ZNM gets launched, it's going to be a 4-tier launch system. When tier 1 launches, tier 1 items will disappear. When tier 2 launches, tier 2 items will disappear, etc., etc. So if you guys haven't had a chance to see White Coney in action before, this is basically what the fight is all about. White Coney has a massive amount of hit points, and he gets progressively more difficult as he gets lower in health. He swaps between several types of immunities based on his hit points, and he swaps forms in a few times as well. So it's an endurance fight. It wasn't meant to be super difficult once you figure it out, but it's something that's yeah. It's sorry about that. I forgot to turn off the regen. My bad. So every time he hit it, he basically automatically regen to his hit points. Okay, he should be fixed now. He should stop regenning that. Oops. Ugh. Hourglass is coming in work in progress. There's a massive amount of work that goes into these things. Sometimes, something that seems very simple takes hours and hours and hours. Weeks and possibly months to, get figured out. The complication with the Hourglass is passing the correct packets and information to get the times delayed in the Hourglass properly. So that's currently a hang up on the Hourglasses. It's unfortunate, but I'll get it figured out eventually. But sometimes these things are just massive time sinks where I can spend hours and hours and hours and hours and accomplish nothing, or I can spend an hour and say, okay, I'll shelf it for another time and move on to something else and actually make some accomplishments and make some headway. And that headway being either more content, more fixes, bugs. We just got Jira. Jira was a nightmare to set up and deploy. And on the first day, I had like 200 tickets opened, which is just a massive amount. I process roughly 10 tickets a day. On a good day, actually. Some of those things require a lot of investigation, a lot of legwork. So. Actually, I wonder if I have that framework still in. 1 second. I could just set White Coney back to max health now that TS has it. That would be mean. I'm sure that can handle it. It's all these different color. What color shell is top shelf? No. No. The hell is he hitting? I can't target anything. There we go. Top shelf is a blue, green, turquoise thing. Yeah, unfortunately I can't spawn more than one Coney. Wait a minute. Alright, 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me do something interesting. Go around. Didn't work. What did I do? Oh, there's Coney. Crap. There we go. So why did this work? Alright, I'll figure something out. See, the server is literally on fire, but hey, here's a free white coney. Hope all the forum drama expose you for the moron you are. You know what? I work probably 40 to 50 hours a week on this. You know, and sometimes you just gotta sit back and relax. You know, you gotta, there has to be downtime. You can't burn forever the candle at both ends and expect anything to last. You know, there's just no way. You know, that's not sustainable. Yeah, I've been doing this for well over 6 years, and you know, I've been keeping doing this, and people have managed to, you know, I've been playing for a long time. Other servers have come, other servers have gone, because, you know, it's really difficult to be sustainable, you know, for the amount of work that goes into this. It's just not, it's impossible to just give up. Or it's impossible to just work endlessly and just not take a break. It's just not, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, I spent like 7 hours today working on this game, this infrastructure, the new servers, networking, some bug fixes. You know, and then I went out for a ride in the Mini Cooper today. 6-speed. It's fun. Yeah, there's an issue with the website right now. I'm still working on it. But, yeah, I spent hours and hours and hours. I'm trying to fix stuff and trying to... Yeah, it's time to blow off some steam. Time to relax a little bit. Have some fun. You know? I don't see you working all day, all night for the same thing. Yeah. We're having fun here, man. Don't worry, I'm working on having another fun. Working on something else that's gonna be fun. It'll be more fun than Discount White Coney. Oh, I need to type right. Alright. If we have some time, we're going to jump into some Q&A stuff. If you're not familiar, the Q&A can be submitted, questions can be submitted on the website under maintenance. So if you go into your account site, go under maintenance and then submit a question. So many of these questions are bad. Why did I black screen in the game? I don't know. Public poll for a public poll for changes. Yeah, that's absolutely not gonna happen. I gotta think a vote system for changes affecting jobs and zones, and yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. It would be about 1 million people. aren't any of the things that I do happening? Am I in the wrong cluster? Okay. Fight's not working. Poor Nathaniel is upset that he didn't get the claim. That's unfortunate. It was anybody's game. He couldn't have gotten the claim just like anybody else. Why won't this run? Hang on. Did I misspell something? Oh, I'm brilliant. I'm working on it. Why aren't you working? Ah. Well, somehow I figured out, or lost my. Every time I have to reconfigure this thing. Anyway. Just kidding. Alright. I gotta sign off, guys, but thanks for coming out for the stress test. I'm trying to see things get worked, more stable. Alright. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys later. Play fair.